Welcome to Lockdown Lunacy!
Lockdown Lunacy! Lockdown. No, it's Lockdown Lunacy Craftsmas
Edition. Christmas edition, the 12 days of craftiness.
12 days of us coming into your home for 12 consecutive days.
1, 2, 12.
12. Well, for 12 days, you are going to love it. We are going to have so much fun together.
We're glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in, and let's start up. Thank you. On the 9th day of Craftsmas, my best friend made with me.
A lot of different things, actually, but they're different. But we could almost say my best friend and I use the same things to make different things.
You're just not getting the idea of the song. It's got to be short and concise and rhyme.
Complicate things.
Oh, January 3rd.
Basically, today, gather up your used Christmas cards because we have a surprise for you, and we have all different kinds of great ways to save those cards. So don't throw them out. If you're taking down your Christmas decorations today, you hold onto your Christmas cards.
You know, when I was a kid, our Christmas tree always went up on December 24th. We always had a tree. My dad would go cut it back in our woods because we had 50-acre farm, and we'd put it up Christmas Eve, and it would stay up until January 2nd. It would come down January 2nd. The ornaments and everything would be put away, and yeah, what do you do with the stuff that's left over that you're not storing away for next year? We've got some ideas.
We do.
Let's take a look at our craft list for the day, and then we will catch you in the craft area.
What I love about today is one of my favorite things about Christmas is sending out and getting cards. And the beauty that's in cards these days, it almost seems, I don't know, every year I go like, oh my gosh, like I've got to throw out this beautiful card or something, and it's so sad. I feel so sad when I do that or put it in the recycling. So I love the fact that we're trying to repurpose some of these cards in different ways. With cards being so expensive as well, I mean, you're looking at $5, $6, $7 for a card.
Now that I'm getting a little craftier, I might start making my own cards.
Yeah, we make some of our own cards too.
Yeah.
What I have a little tile that's left over from some renovations. It looks like Yoda actually, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this same technique, but I'm going to make this into a Christmas decoration that we hang on a tree. So if you have recently renovated or have a little tile, you know, you can go ahead and do something different. And I have a little card here that has Christmas trees and snowmen. So I'm going to position this over this little tiny Christmas tree and see how it turns out and see what it looks like.
We are going to start off with a card. I've looked through my collection here and I chose this one. I love the words on it, and we're going to take the tile or whatever you're using for a base and mark off how big it is on the card. And I'm actually cutting a little bit inside the line, so it's not quite to the edge. And I notice I need to cut off some of the bottom because it's not straight. I am terrible with straight lines, but that's okay. Another thing you could do is, if you wanted to have the tear effect, put a little bit of water on the area that you want torn, and then tear, and it gives you a nice rough edge if you're going for that kind of a look. And then what we do is we take our Podge, love that Podge, put it on the tile or base, and then place our card over top of it. And I probably, because it's a card and it's really thick material, I probably should have put the Podge on the card as well as on the base, but that's okay. It did stick down, and just check it every once in a while to make sure that it is drying and that none of the edges are coming up. And when it has dried on the underside, then we put a coat over top of it. I was just showing you my hand. I had a mark on it from when I was marking off the card. So we put a coat over the top of it, and that's going to seal it in. You'll probably want to do, if you're going to use this for a coaster or a pot holder or anything like that, you'll want to do 3, maybe 4 coats. More coats will not hurt, and it will actually protect it much better. So had so much fun doing this craft, and all these cards here, I'm looking through them and thinking, oh, I could use this one and I could use that one, and oh, it would be so much fun. Now the back of my tile is really rather rough, so I've got some felt, crafter's felt, and I'm going to cut a square to put on the back of it. It doesn't have to be perfect, I just eyeballed it there. But we have to wait for the Podge to be completely dry before we do this. And as I put it over, I realized that felt is not very thick. So the stuff I had to cut it down, and I put a couple of layers underneath the one that's going to be on the fit on the table. And then I just glued that down using my handy dandy finger protectors, and that made a nice soft bottom so that it's not going to scratch either the wall or your furniture or whatever you have it sitting on. So much fun. We want to see your pictures of what you do.
And so what I've done is I'm not using Podge because, first of all, I don't need it sealed as such. So I've measured I've cut it out, I put this on top and measured it out, and then I've gone back and cleaned it up so that I know it's fitting on this tile. And I've just gone ahead and used Elmer school glue and put a really thin coat of it on the tile. And I just love the picture that came out. It's just a Christmas tree and a snowman. Sort of moved it around so that I could find the optimal little spot, and I've let the glue just paint, like get a little bit hard at first, and then I'm going to let this dry. So there it is, stuck right there. One of the things I love about Christmas cards is memories, and when we were both at Silver Lake Wesleyan Camp, you know, we had a way of remembering, which I'll show you in the video, but we're going to make placemats with them as well, and that will be so much fun. So I'll show you how to do that. Hi everyone, I am going to show you a really cool thing to do today with your leftover cards. Everybody is taking down their cards this time of year, and it is absolutely amazing, some of the beautiful cards that we get. So I hate throwing them out every year, but and we've already showed you a couple of things, but I'm going to show you a new one now, and it is a placemat. You can even use gift bags or anything like that for it. So I've gone ahead and I've taken down my Christmas cards, and what I've done is I cut out some things that I really like. For example, my dad gave me this one. It says, "Peggy, I love you," and then it has the Christmas card greeting, and and then Dad at the end. So what I'm going to do is I've cut out a whole bunch of these different cards that I had. I cut out little to a dear niece, Merry Christmas granddaughter, Christmas trees that I found on the cards, fun things, and this beautiful Newfoundland card of mummers from Newfoundland. Mummering is a Newfoundland tradition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cards and the pieces that I have cut out, and I'm going to assemble them on just a plain piece of cardstock. So you're going to need cutout cards, you're going to need some cardstock, you're going to need some glue. A glue stick works well. Mac tack, clear Mac tack. You can buy this at your craft store or maybe at a Home Hardware or Walmart. You can buy just clear plain Mac tack because what you're going to be doing is making a placemat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pieces of cards that I've cut out and I'm going to assemble them on my cardstock. So here we go. And then once you have it in the order that you like, it's okay for some things to overlap and one to be on another, that's fine. So once you have it all set out the way that you're happy with it, you take your glue stick and you start gluing. So once I have it done and I'm all happy with the way it's looking, I have this side done and I'll turn it over, and I have this side because I had such beautiful cards. I didn't want to throw any of them away. Now I'm going to take the Mac tack. Now this might be a little tricky. Alright, I haven't done this in a few years, so let's see how it goes. I'll put this over to the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over like this. I am going to take this. And one of the important things about this Mac tack is you want to make sure that around the edges of your placemat there's going to be a seal on both sides. If you do one side, obviously if you spill something on it, especially as a placemat, it'll seep in between or underneath, so you want to make sure that you do both sides. So let's see how this goes. There you go, we got one side done. Awesome, now I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. Fantastic! Wow, I love this. This looks so pretty. Just press it right down, make sure you get all the air bubbles out. Wow! Now obviously I have some excess around here. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to make sure you don't cut really close to the paper, because you do want this to be sealed out and around. So I'm just going to make a little cut here to get some extra off. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to just make this a little wavy around the edges here. And there we have it. I have my placemat all completed. I have one side with all kinds of special notes that people wrote to me, some things that came for my daughter, yeah, in 2020 on there. And then on the other side, I have it so that I can flip it over and use both sides And I made sure that I left about a centimeter or a half an inch of the MAC tack all the way around. And I kind of like I don't know if you can see it on the video, but this was like a little diamond shaped. But it kind of looks very decorative. And you can be as elaborate and take as much time as you want to make this. What a neat way of preserving this year and years to come if you make this a holiday tradition to put away with your Christmas decorations each year. You could have one for everyone in your family. Beautiful, and maybe as a gift for next year for Christmas. Who knows? Thank you, everyone. Bye. Same items used, but a little different results. Love it.
Different purpose. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm absolutely in love with it. I have to say, I just am absolutely in love with how this looks. I don't know who gave me the card, but thank you.
It's beautiful. And what I really like about it, like this one is a Christmas decoration that I am going to hang up on the Christmas tree next year. Uh-huh. But what I really, really like about what you've done there is that you can do that for any occasion card that you get.
Yeah.
Because it is just absolutely beautiful. And it would be so nice as you're making your way down a hallway or down a set of stairs to have all different ones hung up. And I think it would be a really nice idea if you wrote on the back of that, I know you have felt on it, but on the back of that, who the card was from and what year.
You know what? I could put that on the edge.
You could, yeah.
Like just really tiny print, and I have a Cricut, so I could make it really tiny. Or not. But yeah, that's a great idea. And then I know who it's from. Actually, a friend of mine has, she bought it from some home party decor thing. I don't know if it's wrought iron, but it has this metal look, scrolly stuff. And in the very center is a tile. And you buy different tiles to put in. So you've got one for Christmas, one for Easter, summer, spring, or fall, whatever. And wouldn't this be perfect to give to her as personalized? Maybe not this one, because I'm sure she has a Christmas thing, but just something that is personalized that she could slap in there. And yeah, I just have to find out if this is the actual size of what she is using, because it might be a bit bigger. But anyway, yeah. But right. I'm loving it.
That's so cute. And I really like this. Like the card was the perfect size to get the little snow in, and the little Christmas tree perfectly on there. It just looks so cute.
You know what it reminds me of? That somebody was taking a picture of the tree, and the snowman photobombed it.
Oh yes. That's so cute.
Thanks for joining us. Until tomorrow, I'm Pastor Diane.
And I'm Pastor Peggy.
Be safe.
Be healthy.
And
be the church.
Bye. Bye. Well, if you like this video, hit the like button.
And make sure that you hit the subscribe button, the little bell down right here in the corner. Make sure you click on that so that you'll get notifications of all of our new videos as they're posted.
Did you know that YouTube has changed a little bit since June? That now you have to say, like when you hit the notification, it asks you how often you want notifications. So hit the all so you will find out every time. We don't post a lot. we'll post every day for the next few, like for this 12 days, but we're not on here all the time usually. So hit the all, you'll get a few notifications here and there, and we will love to connect with you here on YouTube.